Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Going Guitar. We have Stephen Sanchez here with Howling at Wolves. So this one is not what we typically get from Sanchez, but uplifting anyway, and a nice, cool music video there. Look at that if you haven't. Let's take a look at this song with the capo set here on the 3rd fret. And with that, we have the easiest chords possible. Let's take a look at the chords, starting here with the beautiful E minor. So E minor goes open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. We have C as well, so that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We have G next, so that is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, 3rd E, B7, that's a bar chord, and you play the bar here on the 2nd fret. You don't have to bar the last E string, so just 5 strings below, and then you need to add 4th on D and 4th on B. And there you have the chords needed for the song. Alright, so the strumming here is a little bit up-tempo, so it's pretty easy when it comes to doing it. Just down, up, and try to have the emphasize on the 2nd down. You play a little more on the higher strings down here, and all the other downs and ups will play a little bit more on the bass string. So that will be bass, bass, top, bass, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If that is possible, okay? But yeah, you're gonna work a lot here with the strumming hand. So let's take a look at the different parts here. We're gonna start with verse play. You're gonna play E minor for 8 string rounds. All right. Then C2, then G2, and B7 4. So if we take down the tempo a little bit, it will be E minor 8, C2, G2, B7 4, like this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then C2, G2, and B7, 2, 3, 4. The standard tempo should be something like this. Something like that. All right, so that is the verse play: E minor, C, G, and B7. Then we have the chorus. You're gonna play E minor 4, G2, C3. That's chords, the E minor, G, C. You're gonna play for 3 rounds, and after you play the C2 for the 3rd time, you're gonna play the B7 for 8 string rounds. So E minor 4, G2, C2. You do that for 3 rounds, and then B7 8 string rounds, like this. That is the chorus there with B7 ending. And then after that, we have instrumental parts with solo. We're not going to cover the solo, but you can just keep the E minor there, and you do that throughout the full instrumental solo part. I believe it will be like 32 rounds or so with the strumming. I'm not sure there, but I believe somewhere around that number. So E minor is what's gonna keep that solo live, and then you just play around with this verse and the chorus play. And that pretty much covers Stephen Sanchez Howling at Wolves. Hope you enjoyed it, and play tuned.